aktiviti pengajaran dan pembelajaran PDP di Institusi Pengajian Tinggi IPT perlu dilaksanakan secara dalam talian sehingga 31 Disember ini.
Dalam satu kenyataan, Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi memaklumkan sebarang aktiviti PDP yang dilakukan secara bersemuka adalah tidak dibenarkan.
Hello everyone, today I would like to talk about how we learn and study during MCO time on online. Online learning is famously flexible. When we think of learning online, it's usually the activities such as presentation and quiz that spring to mind first. There is another important element to online learning, truth, and that's the live synchronous element. Live learning increased engagement by adding a human element. It is especially beneficial for learners who are not so self-sufficient or who are used to the traditional teacher and class model of education. Live online lessons are particularly important in any course as it gives the learners the chance to receive feedback on elements of their learning which are impossible to measure in a self-marking quiz. In some ways, live online lessons are similarly to traditional face-to-face classes. A teacher can present information and interact with a group of people in real time. In other way, there are some important differences. Let's take some time to explore them. In online classes, lack of visual feedbacks is a common challenge for teachers. When presenting directly to an audience in the same room, we are able to adapt our delivery depending on visual feedback from the audience. A room full of bored faces is a sure sign to a presenter or teacher that they need to introduce a more interesting activity or adapt their delivery to engage the audience more. In the online classroom, a more assured presenter will make full use of the tools available to get similar feedback. Regular questions to the audience which they can respond to with voting tools are a useful way to check that the attendants are engaged in a live online section. The anonymity of not being physically present in a classroom can also be a benefit to learners attending online sections. Learners who feel afraid to speak or raise their own issues in a physical classroom may often feel braver when they know they can't seen by other members of the class. Likewise, learners with a physical disability which limit their participation in traditional classroom activities are at no disadvantage in a virtual classroom where all participants are equal. And for the conclusion is, I think learning through face-to-face classes are much better than online classes because on face-to-face class we can learn easily and if there is any doubt we can ask the lecturer to explain. Rather than online classes, most of students will not attend the class properly and it's really hard for students to understand and concentrate on the class. And from my perspective, I think the face-to-face class is more good for students to learn some new things. And even I not attend the online classes during MCO properly because of because of some disturbance on home. We all know we have lots of disturbance on our home and it's really hard to concentrate on our lecture during online classes. I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching this video and I hopefully this MCO will end soon and thank you all.